a sandwich out of flaxseed bread. I'm going to bake the bread in the microwave oven for just 2 minutes, and it rises really fast. I tried it last night, and it was pretty good. I think I started to warm up to the flavor by the end of the uh, roll. It was basically a roll. Um, but there might be a way to make it taste better. I don't really know what to do to give it that bread kind of flavor. It's just too mealy to really enjoy, uh, like for a sandwich or anything. So I don't really know what to do about it, but I want to make it again anyway and try to make it better because I think there's something really simple I can do about it. And it's really easy to make. That's the best part of it. And it rises and it's fluffy. Um, but what can I do to make it taste, just like bread? So I'm not sitting there thinking this isn't bread. I want to think it's bread. I want to fool myself so much because I don't care if it really isn't bread. In fact, I don't want it to be really bread, and I don't care that I don't know it's not really bread. I'd rather think it's really bread than for it to really be bread. There might be a way to make it happen. So, first the flax seeds. And the recipe calls for 1/2 of a cup of ground flax seeds. And this recipe calls for eggs and no water. Now I like that too, because then I get my eggs in that way. And I used a Pyrex bowl, this one. So it's like a big burger bun in a way. It can be, but I'm going to make an egg sandwich with it. So I'll try out the mixing bowl. And this time I'll add the salt to the mixture instead of sprinkling it on. I didn't know whether it will rise with salt in it or not, but I looked again for other recipes. And another one says you can put the salt in, it will still rise in the microwave. So I'm going to try that this time. There's a whole bunch of flaxseed bread recipes on the internet, and they're all pretty old, like 2 years or more. So they've been there for quite a while. And I don't know if they're necessarily made in the country I'm in. They might be from other countries, because this country is a big, wide bread country. I'm different in this country. Most people here are reading all kinds of English all the time, but I get fed on it. Now, other people who do get fed on it, they don't care. But I do care. I care about my word. The internet said paleo is an American diet. Well, I don't know. They might just be saying that. There's a lot of diabetes in this country because people load up on sugar too here. And I'm avoiding all sugar at all times. So that's 1/2 of a cup of ground. Oh, I was supposed to first beat the eggs. So I'll put them down. I'll put the flag seeds back into the container and then beat 2 eggs in the mixing bowl. From what I've read, you can gain diabetes just from eating sugar. So I'm not eating anymore. Ever. It's really hard to be thin in this country. You have to work hard because even if you found an easy way, going to Subway and just getting salads, it was easy, but the competition is fierce. A guy came to town and we were hiding for each other and he got me to go to McDonald's. So how was I going to keep going on with him that way? I had to do it, and then my diet plan was ruined. And now getting my own salads is really challenging because they don't keep them fresh at the stores. I mean making my own, out of my own fresh vegetables. So I looked into growing my own indoors, and I would have to have too many growing stands. I don't have any room for like 10 big vegetable growing stands. I would have to have a spare room for that. For that many salads all the time. And I don't have enough money to have fresh vegetables to live there regularly. Because there's so much else to have to do, just to have things to do in life. So there's also baking powder, and the paleo way to make baking powder is to use baking soda and cream of tartar, because commercial baking powder has, I don't know, starches and sugars in it or something. So it calls for a half of a teaspoon of baking powder, which amounts to 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar. I don't really know what cream of tartar is. Okay, so I'll mix the eggs with the baking powder mixture. Removing the lumps. And then I'll add a half of a teaspoon salt. Which might be enough. I can also sprinkle more on to the bread slices, which makes it kind of like a pretzel. So I'll mix the salt into it too. I could also put pepper, I suppose, in it. Maybe I'll try adding some pepper. There are other things I could add. I don't have any caraway seeds to make it like rye bread. Uh, Oregano or something, I don't know. Basil, thyme, rosemary. There's also garlic or onion. Well, garlic bread or garlic toast has garlic on it. I could put garlic in it. Well, I'll just try it with salt and pepper this time around. So I'll add the flax seeds and mix it all up. Just water, no. If you use just water with flax seeds, you don't have a good flavor from there. Now, I don't know if vinegar, I don't think vinegar would help. Sometimes when I add vinegar, it just gives you, to any kind of bread, it just gives you a smelliness and a saltiness. But then again, it was somewhat hard to swallow it. Remember that now. But I think I was getting used to how much to chew it though. Maybe. But I don't know if a little vinegar would help solve that, probably not. And like a little honey to add to the vinegar and baking powder. Just a little there. Maybe I'll try. Maybe just a teaspoon of honey and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Just to soften it, maybe. It might soften it. And maybe a teaspoon of light tasting olive oil too. It might soften it, I don't know. It might not taste good though. I think I'll try. I'll add some pure honey. Just a teaspoon, I think. And just a teaspoon of light tasting olive oil. and just a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. I'll mix all that I could add maple syrup too, maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep it sweet with just the honey. It won't be sweet though, that's just a little bit of honey, but it might soften it. Okay, so now, I have to grease the baking bowl. With a little light tasting olive oil. So I do it. They say to spray it with spray oil, but I'll just smear it. It worked fine. The bread slid out very easily. So I'll just smear olive oil on it. Just a little there. And then I just use my fingers to coat all of the sides and the border, the oil. And now I'll pour the mixture into the bowl. And then I'll cover the bowl with some plastic wrap. and then I'll poke it with a few holes with the skewer, and then I'll just bake it in the microwave oven for just 2 minutes on the popcorn side. Auto cook popcorn. And then it says 2 minutes and 20 seconds, so when there's 20 more seconds left remaining, I'll turn it off. So it rolls as before. I'll remove the plastic wrap. So the added ingredients didn't affect the riseability factor. And then I'll take it out and let it cool down. So that was fast and easy. So I'll set that aside while I work on vegetables. Well, the dried vegetables don't really taste good in the eggs. They're kind of crunkly and bitter and blurry. If I don't make tomato sauce out of them, they're not very good. I could make it like an Italian omelet sandwich or something. Maybe I'll make some tomato Italian, like some spaghetti sauce with the vegetables. But then that will take 30 minutes or so. Well, I can make the eggs in the grill, on the griddle. The cheese, though, Well, that's just a matter of stirring it and heating it a little bit. It doesn't need all that much. So then I could make the cheese first, have that done. But the eggs don't take too long either. But if I don't add spaghetti sauce, it won't be very creamy. Let's see. Well, I might as well make some spaghetti sauce. Or pizza sauce, in other words, with this like a pizza or omelet sandwich, maybe. The cheese I can make after the sauce or before. I think I'll make the cheese after the sauce. Okay. The vegetable. I'm running low on vegetables. How many days are left in the Let's see, the 20th. That's alright. That's so narrow enough to every day. Maybe I will. Well, I could just make pizza sauce without any vegetables in it. Maybe I'll just make pizza sauce. That won't take long. Oh, I'm almost out of the good kind of tomato. I bought a whole bunch of tomato paste and I thought it was pure and then it said there's citric acid in it. But I read that you can remove the citric acid with baking soda. But it didn't really say all the acid goes away. I couldn't find anything that said that. But since I'm almost out of the pure tomato paste and have a bunch of this kind on hand, maybe I'll go ahead. I'll add, from what I've read, is if you add 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda to about 5 ounces, this is 6 ounces of tomato paste, the citric acid. Well, from what it said, it looked like it meant all the citric acid will go away. But what if it doesn't really? Well, I'll try it and see what happens. But there's really no way to know. I don't have anything to make it. So I don't really have a way to know whether all the acid will be gone or not. I don't know what kind of measuring device would tell me that some kind of chemical laboratory device, I suppose, or something. Well, made the litmus paper, the kind of paper that measures pH level based on the color, might tell me if any acid is still in it or not. I could get some litmus paper maybe, see if that would work. I could just skim down a stream of litmus paper before and then after and compare the results. And so I'll scoop the tomato paste into the pot. The picture on the internet of this product didn't have citric acid in the image of the label. And then when I received it, there was citric acid printed. So I got fooled again. It happened before, and then that time they showed what I thought was the actual label, and it didn't show citric acid, but they got me one more time again. But that's it. Never again. Never again. If it doesn't say, let's see, what is it supposed to say? Well, you know, though, it says, oh, made in Italy from 100% Italian tomatoes. If it doesn't say made in Italy, this says grown in California. So if it says down there it has citric acid. If they're not Italian tomatoes, they have citric acid. So I'll add a cup of water to the paste. The Californian paste is a lot cheaper than the Italian paste. There, it's not worth it. It's going to have citric acid in it. Let's see, what else? Oh, the spices, pizza spices. So I'll set it on soup stew and stir it into a sauce. So if they're there in Italy, it's because they don't add all those chemicals to their food. All those chemicals do it, I think. Let's see. Oh. Citric acid is made from corn, so it's not allowed on my. Oh, I didn't add the baking soda. 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. I'll try it. I hope it works, but I don't even know how to determine whether it's working or not. It said if you add too much baking soda, then you taste it, and it's gross and dark. So I'll just add 4 pinches of it. I've heard that there's salts are added to wine. Well, it might not be added to wine in Italy. That made it bubble. That bubbling action means it's reacting with the citric acid to make carbon dioxide. Then it will release into the atmosphere. So it's foamy right now, but that foaminess, I think, is going to go away. It's all that carbon dioxide releases. So let's see, some spices, non-garlic or onion, just the other things, oregano, thyme, and basil. And a amount of oregano. Some thyme, not too much. I guess that's alright. So now, and then basil. Couple of big pinches. And then also salt, 4 pinches of salt. And also a few shakes of black pepper. Then I'll start over again. I don't suppose I should cover it so then the carbon dioxide can release into the atmosphere. So I think I'll keep it uncovered. And then while that's cooking, I don't want the eggs to get cold though, so I'll wait for the sauce to thicken, and then like the cheese, and then like the eggs at the end, so they'll stay warm. So it neutralized the acid. I guess all of it. I don't know if it neutralized all of it or not though. But it did neutralize a significant amount of it. And that foaminess went away. So it's boiling now, and the soup stew starting. So let's see if the bread cooled down yet. It's still a little warm. I'll let it cool down completely. It doesn't really smell the way I expected to. The flank seeds now isn't really all that good to me. think it's thick enough now. I don't want it to get too thin. So I'll pour the sauce into a bowl. Well, then I'm going to mix the cheese with another bowl. So I'll cover it there to keep the sauce warm. So I'll try out this bowl from the cheese ingredients, but for the border. Let's see. One tablespoon of glucosamine powder. 1 tablespoon of pure nutritional yeast. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1/4 and 1/8 cup of desiccated coconut flour. Which is 3/8 of a cup. Then I used the whisk for the burn. I'll use a plastic whisk to mix it all up. I now break up the coconut flour lumps with my fingers. And now I'll add the cheese mixture to the pot and add a cup of water. it still has some tomato paste residues in it, but that's alright. It just gives maybe some flavor to the cheese. Now add a cup more of water. And stir it up. Oh, I was adding the water to the bowl. It's easier to stir it that way, but it's the same thing. So I'll just stir it with this way. I think I'll use my plastic whisk. I could use my metal whisk when I was. Maybe I'll pour it into the glass bowl so I can use my metal whisk because it's stronger. These lumps are somewhat difficult to smooth out without a metal whisk. So now I'll heat it up. On the stirring it as it browns. Well, briefly. I don't really have to keep stirring it, actually. I can really just close the pot because it doesn't stir. So then when it starts boiling, I'll let it go a few more minutes. I could make another souffle with the cheese, except it was broken down into pieces and it won't stay on a sandwich very well that way. So this time around, I'll leave the cheese out of the eggs and just to make a egg sandwich with just broken yolks and lightly scrambled in the skillet. So I'll use the pot for that when the cheese is done. It's not bubbling yet, so I'll let it go longer. Let's see if the bread is cooled down. Or not. Yes, it is. So I'll flip there. Well, this time it's not flipping. It's easily because of the added ingredients, but it's sliding out. Then no, it is. I think I have to help it, or maybe I can just tap it that way. No, I have to help it along. So maybe I'll try a skewer around the edge. That probably isn't, no, a 9. But the bottom still is an issue. A little bit broke off, but it's basically intact. It tastes the same, but it is easier to swallow. It has like a buttery flavor to it. So that butteriness is better. I think I'll toast it for this egg sandwich. Maybe I'll slice it into 4 pieces to make 2 sandwiches out of it. Well, that top piece didn't work out very well, so it's really 3 pieces. I couldn't slice it thinner than that. It's better. It has a better flavor. It's not all that bad. It's pretty good, but it still has that weird flaxseed flavor. Now to toast it, I'll use my grill. But why toast? Maybe I'll just leave it sour. But I think it should be at least warm for the sandwich, but maybe not. Let's see, how is the cheese coming on? It's boiling. And it got smooth and puffy. So it looks like it's been boiling for a few minutes at this point, so I guess it's probably done. So I'll pour it out into a container or bowl. That's a lot of cheese. I don't really need that much for these two, or well, this 1.5, this 1.5 sandwiches. So maybe I'll chill some to eat later with something else. So let's see. I could just warm the bread. Well, when I make the eggs, maybe I'll just add the bread to the pot when they're done, just to warm them up. There's still cheese in the pot. I'll scrape it off the sides and part. So I'll crack 4 eggs. then I'll add a little light tasting olive oil to the pot to grease it and set it on browning. And heat up the oil. I could grill the bread in the oil, but first I should make the eggs anyway, I think, to scramble them in the oil first. I'll test the oil with a little egg worm. See if I can reach into there and go for it. See if it sizzles. It does. So then I'll drop the eggs into the oil and scramble them lightly, breaking the yolks while they're already broken. So I'll let them go covered for a few. And I'll add a pinch of salt, sprinkling it all over there. And some ground black pepper. And then to keep it fluffy and not stinking, I'll go ahead and scramble it a little more, scrape it on the top. So it's all broken out anyway, actually. So I don't think it's going to stay on the sandwiches very well. So very done. I don't want them overdone, so they stay fluffy. So I'll scoop them onto a plate. And then I'll add a little more olive oil to the pot. To grease it again. And set it back on brown and to heat up the oil. So it's got cheese and sauce and any flavor mixed into it as I scrape the part. And it's sizzling, so I can try grilling the bread now. All three shared onto the part rather snugly, though, but most of the surface is reaching the bread, or vice versa. So I could try adding the ingredients as the bread grills. The cheese maybe can be like grilled cheese sandwiches possible. So I'll try scooping some cheese on and spreading the cheese over each bread piece. So these will be open faced because I don't have enough bread to close them with. I don't think I'll use all the cheese. I think that would be too much. But I could just put all of it on. It's not really all that much actually. I think it'll stay on the bread. Alright, so I'll just use it all. And then, let's see, next, I guess next I can add the sauce, I suppose. Or maybe the eggs now. I think maybe I'll add the eggs next. And the sauce onto the eggs. Maybe I'll press the eggs into the cheese so they won't be too loose. stay on the sandwich that way, maybe. And then I'll add the sauce to the chocolate eggs. So these look like pizzas. So they're kind of mini pizzas. Mini egg pizzas. So, instead of grilling them further, suppose they might be grilled enough. There's, no. I probably should have toasted the bread first to make it crisper. I didn't think of that in time. It's too late for that, so I won't do it. So it's like three mini pizzas. So, I'm trying to how this tastes. Well, the bread is too soft, for one thing. And the sauce is too spicy. I think I added too many spices to it. It has a bitterness to it. I think I might have thickened it too much. No, it's not good. I don't like it. I didn't make it good. It's definitely not pizza or anything. It's not an egg sandwich either. It is terrible. I can't stand it. I'm never going to make it this way ever again. It's the worst pizza I've ever eaten. It's terrible. So, I'm going to say this, but I'm not looking forward to dinner. It's not going to be a very tasty dinner. But I might as well eat it anyway. So, it's not good, but at least fill me up. So, that's not anything. That's not a pizza or an egg sandwich. It's nothing. And it's not even bread either for that matter. It's absolutely nothing. There's no sorry, nothing there again, no good. So I made nothing. That's all it was, nothing. I can't believe how bad that was. I did not make anything.